I'm going to show you the easiest, most uncomplicated way to swing a golf club. It's going to be very easy to understand. Everybody can follow it, whether you're brand new to golf or you're an established golfer. This video is going to be worth watching. Let's kick things off with the grip, how we hold the golf club. The way the golf ball is hit, certainly directionally wise, is based on where the club face is pointing at the point of contact. Whether it's facing too much to the right, it's going to squirt off to the right, left, it's going to go left, and obviously if we're nice and straight, it's going to go towards our target. And a lot of that comes down to how we hold the golf club. It's the steering wheel of the golf swing. We've got to make sure everything's nice and neutral. So when I put the club down here on the floor, I want to make sure the bottom of the club is super flat. And I want to make sure that the face, if there was a mirror on the club face, that is pointing towards my target. A lot of grips, manufacturer grips, have some sort of writing or some sort of alignment on the front of the grip. Use that when you can. For right-handed golfers, your left hand is going to go on first. And all we're going to do here, we're going to wrap the fingers first around the back of the grip. And we're going to place the squishy part of your thumb straight on top of the grip. Now from here, a couple of little checkpoints. From my view here, looking straight down, I want to see this knuckle and this knuckle, my first two knuckles on my index finger and my middle finger. And you create this kind of crease here between your thumb and the pad of your index finger. That wants to run up towards my right shoulder. That's in a perfectly neutral position. That's going to make sure that our club face returns back in that straight position. Next hand, the right hand, the bottom hand. And this is for right-handed golfers. If you're left-handed, just switch the instruction round because you want to hold it the other way around. Right-handed golfers, right hand on next. Fingers around the back of the golf club again. And we're just going to put the squishy bit of this thumb straight on top of the thumbnail on the left hand, okay? Now, typically when you hold the golf club for the first time, got to be totally honest with you, it's not super comfortable. So if you're experiencing a little bit of discomfort when you first hold the grip, do not worry. When you look at the back of the grip, you can see my 8 fingers there pointing at the back. Bar my thumbs, you can see all 8 fingers. I advise the best grip for a lot of new golfers is the interlock grip. So the little finger of the right hand and the index finger of the left hand just link together. It just keeps the hands nicely connected. Now what you'll see from this side, the thumb, the crease here again, runs up towards my right shoulder, as does the left. Lastly, we don't want to strangle the club. Keep it relaxed. If 10 out of 10 was the tightest we could hold the golf club, try and aim for a 5 out of 10. If you start holding it too tight, all your muscles start to tense and you're not going to be able to hit the ball as well. So that's grip. Watch that section of the video a few times just to get your head around it. But we've got to start off with the grip being correct to give us the best chance of hitting the ball straight. Next up is setup. As I set up to the golf ball here, I'm going to start things off by putting my feet really close together, just as a starting point. I'm going to put my club behind the ball, I'm going to go through my grip. And again, if you're watching this as a brand new golfer, you're not going to do this straight away. It'll take a little bit of time, but you'll quickly get used to it. It's like riding the bike. Once you get going, nothing's stopping you. From this point here, I want you to make sure your feet separate, keeping the ball in the middle. I'm just hitting an 8 iron here, so keeping that ball in the middle. My feet are the same width as my shoulders. If you can see from there, you can draw some graphics on. The inside of my feet are the same width as my shoulders. That's going to help us with balance, speed and stability. From the back view here, and this is where a lot of golfers can definitely, because when you're new to golf, this position isn't very natural, it's a little bit different. I want you to feel like you push your bum backwards, you keep your back straight, and all you do is just flex the knees. A couple of checkpoints here, you can see from that angle, my arms are hung naturally from my shoulder socket. I've got that nice gap between me and the club. I've kind of softened the knees. I've not bent them, I've just softened the knees. And you can see my bum is back and my back is straight. That's going to give you, again, the best position, starting position, to make a successful shot. That's important. Those two elements, grip and posture, how we stand to the golf ball, is super important. This next section is where I think most golfers struggle when they first come to hit a golf ball. And I'm going to make this really, really simple, easy to understand, and everybody watching this video is going to be able to swing the golf club incredibly easily. You've got to think of the golf swing as 2 movements. One, a rotation of the body. 2, a movement of the body where you move the weight, so you're pushing towards the target. For example, if I was to throw a ball, I want you to think about this because it's very similar throwing a golf ball or throwing a ball to hitting a shot. If I want to throw this ball as far as I can, I'm going to twist, I'm going to turn my body, I'm going to rotate, I'm going to push into my front foot. So I'm going to twist and push to get that distance and that power. It's what we've got to do in golf. So how we do that in golf, I want you to get into your posture that we've just talked about, your feet wide, your knees flexed, your back straight. What I want you to do is put your golf club just across your shoulder line at the moment, just there across your chest. And what I'd like you to do is think about this. On the way back, turn and twist the body. So the end of the golf club, whether that's the grip or the head, it doesn't really matter, points to the ground. You'll feel it in your back, you'll feel it in your legs. You're twisting the body round. On the way down, you're unwinding and twisting the other way. And notice how the grip of the golf club this time is pointing down to the ground. You'll also notice there how I've moved my weight from being 50-50, pretty much 50-50 still, to now starting to go 60% of weight to the left, 70%, 80%, 90%, all the way. Even my back foot has had to twist up onto its tiptoe to allow me to balance. So important. Rotate the body and move the weight and practice that. Without even hitting a golf ball, practice that movement with the grip across your shoulders, twisting the body and moving the weight. So now I've got my grip, I've got my setup, I'm going to twist the body, I'm going to move the weight. If you get those fundamentals correct, that is, right there in a nutshell, is the simplest and easiest way to swing a golf club. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, lots more to come. Like and subscribe if you're brand new here, I do loads of golf videos, I think you'll enjoy them. We'll see you next time.